Welcome to History Uncovered, where we delve into the stories and events that have shaped our world. In this episode, we're turning back the pages of time to the era of the Roman Empire, a period of grandeur, conquest, and political intrigue. Our focus today is on a figure whose name has echoed through the centuries, not for his victories, but for one of the most catastrophic defeats in Roman history. We're talking about Publius Quinctilius Varus, a man of noble birth and high ambition, who served as a Roman general under the first Roman emperor, Augustus. His story is one of power, ambition, and a fateful decision that would lead to a military disaster known as the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest. Varus' life and his tragic end offer a fascinating glimpse into the complexities of Roman military strategy, the perils of imperial overreach, and the unpredictable nature of history itself. So, buckle up as we journey back to the 1st century AD to uncover the life, the legacy, and the lessons of Publius Quinctilius Varus. Welcome to the world of ancient Rome. Welcome to the story of Varus. Born into the patrician class, Publius Quinctilius Varus hailed from the Quinctilii Vari, a family that, despite its noble status, had long been impoverished and held little sway in the political landscape of Rome. The family's last consul, Sextus Quinctilius, had served 2 years prior to the Decemvirs, around 453 BC, marking a significant decline in their political influence. Varus' father, also named Sextus Quinctilius Varus, was a senator and a quaestor in 49 BC. He was a staunch supporter of the senatorial party during the civil war against Julius Caesar. While he survived the war, it remains a mystery whether he played a part in the assassination of Julius Caesar. Following the Battle of Philippi in 42 BC, Sextus took his own life, leaving behind Varus and his 3 sisters, all named Quinctilia. The Quinctilia sisters were likely younger than Varus, given the timeline of their childbearing years. This suggests that Varus was born at least 4 years before his father's suicide. The advantageous marriages of his sisters hint at a guiding hand in their upbringing. One sister was wed to Publius Cornelius Dolabella, the consul of 35 BC, another to Sextus Apuleius, the consul of 29 BC, and the third to Lucius Nonius Asprenas, the son of the consul of 36 BC. Despite his father's political leanings, Varus chose a different path. He became a supporter of Octavian, the heir of Julius Caesar. When Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa, a close ally of Octavian, passed away in early 12 BC, Varus was chosen to deliver the funeral eulogy alongside the future emperor, Tiberius. This event marked a turning point in his political career, propelling him to the position of consul in 13 BC, serving as the colleague of Tiberius. Varus' personal life was as intertwined with the political landscape of Rome as his professional one. He married Vipsania, the daughter of Agrippa, at an unknown date before 13 BC. This union further solidified his ties to the inner circle of Roman power, as he became a close friend to Marcus Agrippa and Tiberius. The historian Josephus mentions a son of Varus, also named Publius Quinctilius Varus, who served under him during his command in Syria. If this account holds true, this son would have to be from a previous marriage, not from his last wife, Claudia Pulchra. It's speculated that this son might have been an older son, Sextus Nonius Quinctilianus, who might have been adopted by his sister's husband after the deaths of Varus and Vipsania. This theory is supported by the fact that a son of Lucius Nonius Asprenas was named Quinctilianus, a name that implies adoption. The fate of Vipsania, Varus' first wife, remains a mystery. She simply disappears from the historical record, leaving us uncertain whether she passed away or was divorced. Following Vipsania, Varus married Claudia Pulchra, a woman of significant lineage. She was the daughter of Claudia Marcella Minor and the Roman consul of 12 BC, Marcus Valerius Messala Appianus. Her maternal grandmother was Octavia the Younger, the sister of Augustus, making Pulchra a grandniece of Augustus. Varus' marriage to Pulchra was a clear indication of his continued political favor. Together, they had a son, also named Publius Quinctilius Varus. It's possible that through this son, the lineage of Varus continued, leaving a lasting legacy in the annals of Roman history. In September 9 AD, Varus was preparing to depart from his summer headquarters in Vetera, present-day Xanten, to march 3 legions, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, to Moguntiacum, modern-day Mainz. It was at this juncture that he received news from Arminius, a Germanic prince and a Roman citizen leading an auxiliary cavalry unit, of a burgeoning revolt in the Rhine area to the west. Despite warnings from suggests not to trust Arminius, Varus decided to follow his lead, a decision that would prove to be a grave misjudgment. Varus not only misplaced his trust in Arminius, but also made a strategic error by positioning his legions in a way that minimized their fighting strengths and maximized those of the Germanic tribesmen. He expected no ambush and thought he would face little trouble in quelling the rebels. However, Arminius and the Cherusci tribe, along with other allies, had skillfully set an ambush. In the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest in September at Caugries, east of modern Osnabrück, the Romans walked right into the trap. The terrain, heavily forested and swampy, rendered the infantry maneuvers of the legions impossible to execute, allowing the Germans to defeat the legions in detail. On the third day of fighting, the Germans overwhelmed the Romans at Caugries Hill, north of Osnabrück. Accounts of the defeat are scarce due to the totality of the loss, but Velius Paterculus reports that some Roman cavalrymen abandoned the infantry and fled towards the Rhine, only to be intercepted by the German tribesmen and killed. Varus, seeing all hope was lost, killed himself by falling on his sword. Arminius cut off his head and sent it to Bohemia as a gift to King Marbod of the Marcomanni, another significant Germanic leader. However, Marbod declined the offer of alliance and sent the head on to Rome for burial. The aftermath of the battle was grim. Some captured Romans were caged and burned alive, others were enslaved or ransomed. Tacitus and Florus report that the victorious Germanic tribes tortured and sacrificed captive officers to their gods on altars that could still be seen years later. The Romans did later recover the lost legions eagles, one each in 15 AD, 16 AD, and 42 AD. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest marked a dark chapter in Roman history, a testament to the perils of overconfidence and the harsh realities of warfare. The defeat at the Teutoburg Forest was a blow that resonated deeply within the Roman Empire. So profound was the shame and the perceived ill luck brought by this loss that the 17, 18, and 19 legions were never again included in the Roman army's order of battle. Augustus, the emperor at the time, felt the loss keenly in his remaining years. The biographer Suetonius recounts that upon hearing the news, Augustus tore his clothes and refused to cut his hair for months. For years afterwards, he was heard to moan, "Quinctilius Varus, give me back my legions." The battle came to be referred to by Roman historians as the Clades Variana, the Varian disaster. Historian Edward Gibbon describes Augustus' reaction to the defeat as one of the few times the normally stoic ruler lost his composure. Varus' political legacy in Rome was destroyed, and he was blamed for the defeat. His son, the younger Varus, saw his chances for a political career ruined. Tiberius, who had recommended Varus for the governorship of Germania, also came under severe criticism. According to historian Gaius Stern, Tiberius was forced to sacrifice his friend and former brother-in-law to save his own career. Interestingly, Varus had been one of the figures on the Arapaces, an altar in Rome dedicated to Pax, the Roman goddess of peace. However, the figure is lost today. Stern proposes that common citizens, in their anger over their lost loved ones, vandalized the Arapaces by damaging Varus' figure, leaving the regime, which had blamed Varus, uncertain whether or not to repair the damage. Approximately 40 years after Varus' death, a general under Claudius, Pomponius Secundus, raided Germany and by chance rescued a few POWs from Varus' army. Claudius welcomed them home after their long captivity, their stories arousing much pity. The legacy of Varus and the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest continued to cast a long shadow over the Roman Empire for decades to come. The story of Varus and his fateful defeat in the Teutoburg Forest has been depicted in various forms of media over the years, underscoring its enduring impact on cultural memory. In Robert Graves' novel I, Claudius, a fictionalized account of the reigns of the first 4 Roman emperors, Varus does not appear as a character, but his defeat by the Germans is a significant event in the narrative. In The Iron Hand of Mars by Lindsay Davis, the fourth book of a mystery series set during the reign of Vespasian, a portion of the novel takes place in the Teutoburger Wald, the site of Varus' defeat. Give Me Back My Legions by Harry Turtledove delves into the events leading up to the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest, providing extensive background information on Varus himself. In the Undying Mercenaries series by B. V. Larson, set in 2099, the main character fights with the Earth mercenary legion Varus. Much of the legion's culture and structure is derived from Roman history and the life of General Varus. Slampslack by Heilung, the fourth track on their first album Ofnir, is a poem that describes the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest from the perspective of the Cherusci, the Germanic tribe that defeated Varus. In the Netflix series Barbarians, Varus is portrayed by actor Gaetano Aronica. The series offers a dramatized depiction of the conflict between the Roman Empire and the Germanic tribes. As we've seen, the life of Publius Quinctilius Varus was marked by political intrigue, strategic missteps, and a disastrous defeat that would echo through the annals of history. His story serves as a stark reminder of the perils of overconfidence and the unpredictable nature of warfare. Thank you for watching this episode of History Uncovered. If you found this video informative and engaging, please like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the past. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so that you never miss a new video. From the political machinations of ancient Rome to the brutal realities of the battlefield, we strive to bring history to life, uncovering the stories that have shaped our world. Join us next time as we delve into another chapter of history, uncovering the triumphs, tragedies, and lessons of our shared past. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the stories that make us who we are.